Point you can.
But what are we talking about here today?
Well, I don't know. I'm so fed up with everybody.
David is
Getting
always,
fed up.
David is always well prepared.
Go on, let's go.
Not.
No, I am very well prepared. Okay, let's
Winging
go.
it. I'm a winger as well, by the way.
Let's go. Are we ready, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, are we recording?
Yeah.
Well, good evening. Oh yeah. So we're recording. But you're ready to introduce us when we need.
okay.
No. You don't have to do it straight away.
All right.
Hi, Liz. Thank you very much for coming. You're looking very beautiful. How old are you? 28? 21? I can't believe I just.
Are you actually? I can't believe you just kicked off like that.
I don't know. I'm trying to say.
Start again.
You look so young.
Start again.
The two of you look so young.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to admit it.
Go on.
I'm nearly 60. I am nearly 60. I can't believe I'm 60.
You're a bloke, so it's freaking you out. It doesn't freak out women.
Does it not?
No.
No, women actually like
We just go,
older
thanks
men.
be to Jesus, the last 30 years are over.
Is that right,
We
Liz?
now have freedom in our brains and our bodies, and freedom of our children as well.
Is that true, Hannah? I mean, I like as if Liz is. I need a second opinion. Do you think that's true that women enjoy aging? Enjoy aging.
I
Fuck
think
me.
women always say that they like the last period of their life, but I don't think we enjoy aging as such.
Aging, or being more mature.
No, being mature is fine,
Fuck,
and
I'm
having
getting
freedom
into a
as
quagmire
well.
here.
But I just think that that seeing wrinkles and things drooping is a little bit uncomfortable, I would say.
I have to say that there's a massive amount of pressure around that. Not that we came on here today to discuss the aging process, but however, I am in my 60s, right? My early 60s.
No way.
Look at his.
Look, I'm telling you, I honestly, Hannah, did I not say you
Yes.
and Liz? She's a total ride.
Yes.
Did I?
You're as bold as
You're
brass.
as bold, and
as
you need it
brass.
damn good.
You're as
Go on,
bold as
sorry,
that.
go on.
Don't start that. No. But however, I don't know. I'm not sure that I agree. I remember when I worked for British Airways back in the 80s, I flew for 10 years.
That's right.
And the women I admired the most on the aircraft who were coming onto the plane were older women.
Yeah, but they were rich.
Rich
rich
older women.
Because at that time,
Beautifully
only
dressed,
rich people,
great haircuts, all of that, just looking sensational. I thought super sexy. But there's a certain beauty in aging.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that. Oh, Hannah's not sure.
No,
She
but I know
doesn't
what you mean.
completely agree
In
with
other
me.
words,
But-
they've got their shit together. They're not as stressed as younger people. They're not all like, what am I,
But is that not a beautiful thing?
Yeah,
is
it
that
is.
not really attractive?
Yeah, sexually, I'm not sure. Daniel? Shit.
Oh my God!
Daniel, I can't.
Liz, because unfortunately,
Can I introduce the podcast? I don't know what. Please, Liz.
Oh, sexually, I'm not sure. You've
What?
just said that women in their 60s are not desirable.
They
That's
are
just what you
very
said.
desirable.
That's just what you said.
That's so crazy that you would say that. Daniel, can we introduce the
He
podcast?
can't look me in the eye now. Look, there's no eye-to-eye contact anymore. You screwed that up, Mike Savage.
You screw. Okay.
oh my God, I don't know if you can.
Okay, no, I'll do it.
Redeem yourself.
Can you just introduce the podcast, Daniel?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage, Hannah Gnat, and special guest Liz O'Kane.
Liz O'Kane. Oh my God, I can't believe I love women in their 60s. They are so sexually attractive. Instant. Will you give it, Liz, a little bit of an intro?
Okay, Liz O'Kane is recognised as Ireland's first dedicated buyer's agent, launching her first Get Sorted in 2002, long before the concept was known in Ireland at all. So she also is a well-known Irish media. She's well-known in Irish media, having co-presented House Hunters and House Hunters in the Sun on RTE for 7 seasons.
7 seasons?
Yeah.
Jesus.
7 seasons, yeah.
Back when property wasn't a dirty word. Go on, Hannah.
And appeared as a property dependent on TV and radio. She fronted Help Me Buy a Home on Virgin Media One, and a serious focus on helping buyers navigating Ireland's challenging property market.
And Jesus Christ, is Ireland's property market challenging, and do we need somebody to navigate? My God. It's just before we get into that, it's funny. just before the introduction by my son, the Prince Daniel. Someday this kingdom will be yours. You were saying, you worked as a air hostess.
I did.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I'm a comedian. Your sister Deirdre O'Kane is a comedian. She's been on the podcast twice or something.
Yes.
And but it's so funny because obviously you have a similar cadence to Deirdre, and I know some of her jokes have. Did she reference you?
She might have.
But there was But some of the stories, because we were on a flight together to London and back from London, sitting next to each other, chatting away. But
coincidentally,
how long?
Coincidentally,
yeah, says you.
Coincidentally,
it was no more coincidental, Liz O'Kane. It was planned.
Well, if you're not editing out the top, it was definitely coincidental. Go on.
If I'm not, I see. Oh, very good. Okay, got you. Yeah. How long were you doing because my mother was an air hostess in the 60s.
Wowzers.
Yeah, wowzers. How long were you in air
that was twin props. That was when the propellers were going around and around.
It's just as well you did that because nobody would have understood twin props.
They probably wouldn't have, actually.
What else were you doing?
But surely somebody in their 60s would know what a twin prop was, wouldn't
Jesus
they, David?
Christ almighty. Okay,
oh my
look.
God.
No, go on. So how long did you do that
10
for?
years.
Yeah.
10 years, best working experience of my life.
Yeah.
Honestly, best work and sales experience of my life. I would have done the dance, the 7 veils down that aisle to get commission.
Commission?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
For duty free.
Oh.
So I would have sold cigarettes and perfume and handbags and whatever was on that aircraft for sale. I would have gone up and down that aisle.
Can you give us Can you give us an amusing anecdote about what it was like? Something that the people. I don't know.
An amusing anecdote would be that the flight deck always wanted their cheese board.
What do you mean by that?
The captain would say, "Bring me the cheese board."
Yeah.
So it was all lads up the front. There was no female pilots, and the men had their cheese boards. And there was lots of things that happened with food. Actually, I think I might have told you a little story about that.
And did you actually say to a customer? I don't know. How do you describe people on the flights? On the passengers.
Passengers.
Jesus Christ! Did you say to a passenger, "I thought I told you to fuck off"?
Do you want to hear that little story?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear that little story?
Yeah. But this is true.
This is a true story. This is a true story. This is New York.
You're saying me, I'm bold.
New York, London. So when you take off from New York, you take off at circa 9 p.m. There's flights all day long. 9 o'clock New York time, and you land in London 9 a.m. Grouchy passenger comes on in business class. I'm on one side of the aisle. He's on the other side of the aisle. Sorry, I'm on one side of the aisle. It's a twin-aisled aircraft, long, boring story. And he asked me for a gin and tonic. Then he asked me for another gin and tonic. Then he asked me to hang his coat up. Then he asked me, could he get his briefcase down? He was continually asking me for questions. And I was sleep deprived. And at the end of everything he was requesting, I just said, would you ever fuck? Right?
You did not. I can't believe you.
This man who's paid like $3,000 for his business class ticket erupts into a face of purple rage and calls down the CSD. The CSD was the cabin services director. That would be the person who would be in charge of me. And says, that young lady there has just told me to fuck off. He comes back to the galley and this guy says, this guy's losing his reason. Did you tell him to fuck off? And I said, absolutely not. I know exactly my job's worth. I wouldn't do that. He's a lunatic.
You said that to him, did you, Liz?
I said, he's a lunatic.
You are some character.
He's nuts. And are you mad? What would I do that for? I'd lose my job. Why would I do that? So the CSD, the cabin manager, says, do you know what? I'm taking you away from that aisle. And you go over the other side and stay away from him and I'll get somebody else to look after him for the rest of the flight. We land in London, 0900, nobody's had any bloody sleep, and he's walking through the galley and he says to me, sorry, would you mind getting me my coat? And I just said, I thought I already told you to fuck off.
No, you didn't. You didn't, Liz. Did you really say that?
For the second time? No, that's
sure,
a
why
nice.
Wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
God,
it's a great scale.
Yeah.
It's a good scale.
Do you want to move those headphones back a little bit on your? There you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, just to make yourself look even more beautiful, if that's possible.
Oh, stop!
That's amazing.
So that was the best training and sales experience of my life.
But did the CSD,
the cabin manager,
like did that business guy not want to get you fired?
Yeah.
And the CSD, so you must have been in with each other. You know, the staff were looking out for each other.
Yeah, there's lots of funny stories like that. There's lots of.
Did you really did you actually say to him, I thought I told you to fuck off?
Yeah.
And so you must have known that you were going to kind of get away with it or something, because you knew that. Yeah. Well, I mean, what was he going to do? What was he? Did he complain? Did he take it to a higher?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I left shortly afterwards.
Oh, right. Do you think you were at burnout stage a little bit?
Definitely.
Oh, right.
Definitely. 100%. I used to look at 747s after 7 years and look at these enormous aircraft that are more or less redundant now, which is fascinating, and think, oh my God, that's going to stay up in the sky for 12 to 14 hours. And now they go further than that. You know, you have the big A380s and they'll stay up there for 17 hours.
What do you mean, you were amazed just to...
No, it was just so tiresome. We used to say that all the passengers checked in their brains with the luggage. They all got on as thick as planks, and everybody was very demanding and stressed.
Yeah. So it does. It's a funny thing, isn't it, with travel?
Yeah.
People get very
stressed.
It's very stressed and claustrophobic as well.
That's what before flying, I want to be at the airport 5 days before the flight.
For
So
3
when
hours.
David and I coincidentally ended up in London for the New Year,
I lost my headphones. I lost my headphones. They're nice headphones because you were chatting away to me.
He left his headphones behind, but I had said, oh, look, do you want to travel back to Heathrow together? Because we were staying quite close to each other. Like, you were a few hundred yards down the road, coincidentally. And he was like, oh, Jesus, no, I'm on the Heathrow Express. I mean, I kind of wander into airports, at about 0.5 kilometres an hour, and you're there 4 hours beforehand, belting around the place, and can't deal with it. So for me, it's just all easy peasy and very relaxed.
You go in at the last minute?
Last, always. Always. Paddy last, always.
It's so funny.
Well, no aircraft's taken off without you. Like, do you know what I mean?
Of course they take off with it.
God knows what you could have put in the hold. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, if you put your luggage in, if you check your luggage in,
they're not leaving without you.
Yeah. But
they are leaving without you, Liz. What are you talking about?
No, they won't leave without you.
If you check your luggage in,
God,
they
that's
wouldn't.
a very relaxed attitude to travel.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere without you. They're not going to start unloading the hold to get your bag out.
I just think the worst look possible in an airport is you see people running with luggage, and I'm like, oh, forget it. I want to be like a jazz band. I just want to be floating around. No stress. I'm just trying to avoid stress.
Yeah, but you're averting all of your anxiety by being there for 4 hours unnecessarily, I would suggest.
Okay, but thank you for your suggestion. Fucking hell. But yeah, thank you. That's amazing. Yeah.
So, Liz, you gave up flying.
I did.
As a would you
career.
say as a career, like a would they call it hostess? No, stewardess.
Yeah, stewardess, airline stewardess. Yeah. All I wanted to do when I left school was make money.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted a paycheck. Everybody else was spending their time going to college. All of my friends went to university. I did go to university, but much later. During COVID as well. Hello, what the hell was that about? But all I wanted was a few bob, right? So British Airways and travelling, and it was a great way to see the world. The money was good. They loved the Irish because we did as we were told. We were obedient. Yeah. Basically.
What do you mean by that?
We're very good timekeepers. We're on time. We went to school. We wore uniforms. We were all saying our prayers.
Yeah.
Similar, I would suggest a similar sort of education to you.
Sorry, when you say who liked the Irish?
British Airways loved the Irish. The British love employing Irish people.
Oh, you were working.
Because we're very obedient.
You were working on British Airways.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't working with Aer Lingus.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. So I did that for 10 years, and during that period of time, I was lucky enough to be able to purchase my own apartment when I was 20, my first property.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I had zero idea what I was doing. Absolutely no idea. This opportunity just came along. At the time in London, they were offering 100% mortgages.
That's right, yes.
And how would you remember that now?
Oh, because I did a TV show, and one of the shows was Why Are the Irish Obsessed with Property? And then we had different sketches, and one was the kind of what was it, the reincarnation mortgage that you paid over several lifetimes. At that time, there was all these kind of crazy.
The reincarnation mortgage.
It was a joke.
Oh, sorry.
For fuck's sake, the reincarnation.
The Building Society is handing out reincarnation mortgages.
I like that. I pay my mortgage the next life. I would take a lot of mortgages.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen.
So, is that the reason why did you get into property market? Because you purchased the apartment and then... somebody asked me exactly the same question yesterday, so I'll try and make it short. I always had this. Even as a child, I used to wait for the Irish Times every Thursday to lob itself onto the kitchen table because Thursday's property day. And when I was very young, even 8, 9 and 10 years of age, I was flicking through the pages, looking at properties and looking at the prices. Right?
That's interesting.
And looking at who the estate agents were and looking at auction results and stuff like that. I was always really interested in that. But I was also interested in architecture. So I liked architecture and design and, wasn't smart enough to be an
architect. Is very much built into our DNA as Irish people to own our own house. Is it not?
Here, John B. Keane in the field. Come on. Yeah. There's the DNA. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not selling me field for anybody.
Yeah.
Right? So we're very much in our DNA to have our patch of grass and lock ourselves into our back garden where nobody can see us.
Yeah.
And nobody can overlook us.
Well, even I would suggest, it was brought home to me very clearly the other day when my a new boiler was being installed, and then the guy came in with an electric hob, because for the past 14 years I've had a gas hob. It's very interesting stuff. I like the gas and the control it gives you when you're cooking. And then this guy just comes in and he says, no, we're changing it. And I go, what? I haven't been consulted. Nobody asked me. The maintenance company didn't. But because it's not my house, obviously the landlord can make a decision without asking me, and then they just took away the gas hob and changed it with an electric hob. So there's the breaking news.
It's an electric oven.
Yeah, but it doesn't work anyway. But I'm just saying, that's an indication of why it's quite cool to own your own property. Decisions can't be made about your own house.
Why do you not own your own property? Can we go there?
Oh yeah, you can go there. Well, I until recently I wasn't making enough money. I mean, now I'm making. If I was making the money I make now 20 years ago, I would. I assume I would own my own house.
That's another great thing about getting older. By the way, you were balking at the "I'm nearly 60."
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your prime.
Okay.
You're in your prime.
Thanks.
This is going to be the greatest years for making a few bob. You've carved your way.
Yeah.
20 years later, you're starting to get rewards, but you need to decide what you're going to do with those bobs.
Well, yeah. I'm just saving them up, but yeah. It would be lovely to have a house, I guess, but it's so outside of my. It feels like it's very outside of my reach. It's funny though. You do I do. I'm sure you do as well. You drive past certain roads in Dublin, and you look at these houses, and you just think, who the fuck is living there?
What jammy bastard! What jammy bastard is living there?
Yeah.
What hard-working jammy bastard is living there?
Well, some of them are hard-working, and some of them, are just inherited it. But anyway, no, I'm not. I wouldn't be too obsessed about getting a house, but I guess it would be nice as a legacy for your kids.
But also, I think it gives you, if you have your own house, gives you, makes you more relaxed and confident in your own abilities and your status. That it's like your primal needs are fulfilled, and you can go further. And
do you think so?
I think so.
Don't know about your primal needs being fulfilled now, but I would say this: owning your own home, it would be most people's major ambition in their life.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what age.
It's there in the background.
You decide to do that, or when you decide to explore that. I get the sense from you that it's something you haven't explored properly, David. I get that sense.
Yeah.
And in this country right now, and we're not alone, by the way, we can be slammed for the housing crisis that we're currently in. I don't want to bring the tone down.
But do bring the. I mean, I don't know. I don't know I haven't known nothing about a housing crisis. I know there was no croissants in Brindle there yesterday. That was the croissant crisis in Brindle. That's what I know about.
Brindle's lovely, isn't it?
It is very nice. Yeah, very nice, very cool.
They do little wine tasting evenings down there. Yet. Apparently they do.
Yeah. But there is a housing crisis. No, do bring that. Like, I mean, what's going on?
What rock are you lying under?
I'm just not focused on it at all.
Yeah. So there is a major housing crisis in Ireland, both on the sales and purchasing side, and on the rental side as well. So we have our housing minister and other politicians.
Who's our housing minister?
It changes every year.
Okay.
Oh God.
Fergal O'Sharkey. No, Fergal O'Sharkey. He's the lead singer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I look at
the last one was Dara.
Dara O'Brien.
Was Dara O'Brien.
Okay, let's go.
And
doesn't matter.
Actually, I want to give me the name of that guy. Give me the name of that person. I'm assuming it's a guy. Anyway, so it's the same rhetoric over and over and over again about we need to be building 50,000 units a year to house our growing population and our homeless population and social and affordable housing to accommodate all of that, right? And we have a massive issue, number one, because those numbers aren't being achieved, but number two, because we also have really antiquated planning laws. So planning is a huge issue. So you might have developers or builders or the government, for example, who might be submitting planning applications to varying county councils. And it can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for them to get planning for these properties. Also the infrastructure then for electricity, sewage, water, all of that. And then other amenities around that, education, schools, and every other amenity that people require. So we're lagging way, way behind, and we're not catching up at all. It's promised every single year, more or less, that we will catch up. And then neither do we have the right level of skills or trades to even service the construction industry if we were able to address that problem and fix it.
So do you know, 50...
Sorry, can I just say James Browning?
That's
TD.
it, James Brown.
50,000...
Fianna Fáil politician and TD for Wexford.
50,000... What's his name?
James Brown.
And
James Brown?
Previously
No,
served
it's not.
as
It's his name,
Minister
James Brown.
of State of the Department of
I feel
Justice.
shite. But listen, so that would be the amount of apartments, houses, that would be the amount that would need to be built.
Units.
Why do they call what's a unit?
A unit is a home.
Am I living in a unit?
You're living in a unit. Yeah.
You're living in a unit.
I'm living in you are a unit.
I can't wait to see your unit. Jesus Christ. Oh, stop, please. Now, how many units are we building a year? Do we know?
Oh, significantly less than what's required.
So do you,
significantly less.
I've
Be
heard
35.
like 23,000 or something
The ambition for this year was circa 50,000, and they've got to 33.
So to catch up, as they say,
35.
they'd have to build more than 50 every year. So it's just not going to happen.
No, it's just not going to happen.
And so, okay, continue with this narrative then. What happens
and
next?
Isn't that population is growing so much faster than the house?
Yeah. All of that. So
leave Ireland is the best
well,
option.
there's plenty of other countries, by the way. Sorry, we're not on our own here.
Yeah.
Sorry, this isn't let's just slam Ireland and the housing crisis. There are other countries in very, very similar positions.
Yeah, isn't it like a plague, like all over Europe? It's in Poland, it's in, I don't know, I heard...
You'll know more about Poland than...
Yeah, but I don't know, but I heard it's the same thing, that it's very difficult
So
to
who benefits
rent
from
the
this?
house.
From the housing crisis, who's making money off this? Is there, or is everybody suffering?
Well, that's actually a really interesting question to be explored because, for example, taking Dublin as an example, right? So Dublin is the capital city, and Dublin is really where most of the business is. So you've got legal, finance, tech, etc., and academia. Right, and so you could say Dublin is where the jobs are. The
Right.
East Coast is where it's all kind of happening. Same can be applied to Galway and Cork and Limerick. On that side, you have pharma, academia as well. Galway is
Apple.
depleted. Apple's Cork. Go to
Yeah.
Cork for the Apple machine, right? And mostly, so you have people coming in working for Apple. So you've got lots of corporates coming in who need to be housed, right? And what's tending to happen at the very top of the market is you have, well, dependent on where you lie at the top of the market, but you have lots of large family homes. Those people want to downsize. Mum and dad want to stay within their communities or their villages. There's no new housing. There's no new apartments for them to downsize to. I have seen properties towards the latter end of 2025 coming to the market. You end up with very competitive bidding wars. And most properties, I'm just saying Dublin now as an example, albeit it is the same pattern nationwide, right? But just using Dublin as an example, if a property is launched at, let's just say, €500,000 for example, and there wouldn't be too many 3-bedroom homes at €500,000 in Dublin or Greater Dublin area at all. But we're just using that as an easy number. You can absolutely expect that property to make in excess of between 10 and 20% above the launch price.
Okay.
Right?
So why is this?
So you're asking who's making money out of this. That was your question.
Yes.
So the purchasers are getting the rub of the green at the top end of the market.
The purchasers.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. The seller.
The seller.
The seller's getting the rub of the green, right?
The seller's getting more money.
The seller's getting more money than they may well have anticipated.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, because there's a scarcity of houses.
Yeah, but there's nowhere for them to go.
There's nowhere for who to go.
There's nowhere for the seller to go.
Oh right.
So all of this money is coming their way in terms of a bidding process. We sale agree the property, and now it's like, oh shoot, where are mum and dad going to go?
Will they just don't people downsize?
To where? That's my point. The
To
point
Dorky.
is there's nowhere for them to go if you want to stay in your community.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. So yeah, it's a what would they say? It's a, you know, when something is good, but it's a two-edged sword or whatever the fuck. There's some phrase.
Double-edged sword. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, in other words, on the one hand, it's good because they get more money for their house, but on the other hand.
So invariably, what can happen is mum and dad just go, oh, do you know what? We can't find anywhere to stay locally, to live locally. We can't downsize. There's no new housing. We'll just stay put for the time being.
Yeah.
And then the siblings are just looking at them going,
no relief.
die.
Yes.
It's terrible.
And they live forever because they like war generation.
So
they
stock,
resilient.
so stock is low. So no stock is coming to the market to feed the demand.
Well, is it good for you then? Because you are
Buyer's agent.
A buyer's agent. So you're. Is it, well, actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm asking. I don't know. Is it good?
We're going backwards here. We're going backwards.
Are we going backwards?
I better explain what I do
Yes,
for a living.
yeah.
Well, no. Unless you want to continue what you're saying, because it is, and I like the way you're speaking very clearly, because
I'm glad for saying, because I'm not sure that I am being.
No,
that clear.
you are, because just like was that great scene in A Margin Call where the head of the company said, "Okay, talk to me like I'm 4 years of age."
Yeah,
you know. So
I watched that movie. You recommended it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I did love it.
Wasn't it fantastic? Was
Yeah.
Demi Moore brilliant?
Yes.
Kevin Spacey was brilliant. They were all
and it's
brilliant.
kind of a movie that got lost.
Yeah,
Just
so
didn't
good.
get
I'm
it.
so glad you
I really enjoyed it.
Great.
Yeah, you're right. Talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old.
But it's true.
Yeah.
So before I came to see you guys today, I had a Zoom with a couple living in Dubai who are intending on returning home to Ireland and want to get a foothold back into the Irish market.
Sorry, David, can you just not vape for the moment?
Oh, because I apologise, Daniel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just fucking doing it just to do it.
Sorry.
You're dead right.
Yeah,
That's
no.
my producer.
Yeah.
I've been told. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Dead right.
He's so right.
And where was I? Oh yes,
Zoom
the couple.
call with
Zoom call
couple
with a couple
from
in
Dubai,
Dubai.
moving back.
You know, and I at the top of all of my meetings, particularly for people who are unfamiliar with the market or trying to relocate from overseas, I'd say, okay, guys, this is what's going to happen. This is what I do, and this is what's going to happen. And you need to be really cognizant that you're coming into a really tricky, shitty market that is very, very difficult to negotiate. So if you want to hire me, you are giving me your hands and I will take you from A to Z, step by step by step, and you have to trust me. Otherwise, go off on your own, and you'll be talking to me again in 6 months because you'll have failed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And they go, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's your area of expertise, you're saving them probably a lot of hassle, a lot of, steep learning curves that they don't need to.
But also, I think they sort of know that you own their side, because if you talk to the normal estate agent, you don't trust them, do you?
But keep going with what you're saying. Sorry.
I do actually, because my business is about having very good relationships with all of those sales agents. So I have to trust them. But
as a buyer,
yeah,
me, I wouldn't trust them.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I sorry for jumping in here. I understand exactly what Anna is saying, because when I started my business, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I'll be brutally honest with you. I was like, I was kind of like, why isn't the buyer represented? How come the seller has the representation and the sales agent has all the control over the seller and the buyer?
And you think, and it's the...
And I was like, why can't I represent the buyers? So I was a disruptor in the market, but I didn't know I was a disruptor. I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I just said, I think this is a bit unfair. Somebody needs why can't the buyer have representation?
Absolutely, because you don't want to be talking, especially about money. It's very uncomfortable for people to do that, and especially when it's the biggest investment of their whole life.
It's not one bit uncomfortable for me, because number one, it's not my money.
Yeah, right.
So it's not. I'm batting for my client.
I mean, that's why we have agents for actors and comedians. Sorry, but continue with that Zoom call that you had with the people in Dubai.
I have an agent as well.
Are you fucking kidding me? You have an agent? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Are you fucking kidding me? How dare you? How very dare you?
Agent.
I mean, a TV personality.
Oh, an agent. Sorry, an agent.
I should have got my agent to bloody well get on to you today.
No, I thought you meant an agent
for... The goodness of my heart, I drove from Rathmines to Portobello.
I thought you meant an agent... because you're a buyer's agent, an agent for you as a buyer's... No, an actual theatrical... Sorry, excuse me. I didn't...
And I said, I've got one of those.
I know, I get it now. But can we just continue with that? So the Zoom call so they'll be back to you within 6 months. Then,
No, lots of people think they can do this on their own, right? And... if you're a busy working professional, it is very, very difficult to research, source, view and negotiate on property. Right? If you are living in another country, sales agents are going to go, you're in another country. Sorry, I can't help you. Plus, they're really, really busy with numerous potential purchasers out there. So they don't give overseas purchasers any attention. So that overseas purchaser, really needs to kind of scramble around Google and sort of say, God almighty, is there a buyer's agent in Dublin who will help me? Is there a buyer's agent on the island?
Are most of your clients wealthy?
It's very broad. Well, what does wealthy mean? What does that mean?
Can most people afford a buyer's? I don't even know what question I'm asking.
Anybody who's talking to me can afford a buyer's agent. Anybody who's talking to me has already drawn down a mortgage. They have the ability to draw down funds from a lender.
Do you have a standard fee, or does it depend on the price of the property?
Depends on the budget.
Oh, on the property, the price of the property.
Depends on their budget. Yes. So
sorry, the price of the property, or do you take? Oh, sorry.
No. So, if you're asking me that question, are you asking me how I charge people? Is that what you're asking me?
I guess so.
That's what you're asking me. So, if Dave McSavage comes to Liz O'Kane and says, "I've got €300,000 to spend," and Mr. Big Bucks in LA comes along and says, I've got 5 million quid to spend. It's not the same fee for David McSavage with his 300,000 and Mr. LA for his 5 million quid.
I wish I was Mr. LA.
Right?
Why am I not Mr. fucking LA with 5 million? It'd be lovely, wouldn't it, Hannah, to have 5 million and just go, I'll just buy that now. Fuck off.
Cash?
Cash, yeah.
And cash. Yeah, we're not drawing down a mortgage on that. So
I think that's the reason people like watching Trump, because completely bonkers, disagree with him, whatever, but he's in that position that he's got might is right.
Might is right.
And he just says stuff. says crazy shit that no other politician
He says crazy shit for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that's a talent. And how you can ramble.
Greenland, I mean, Denmark, they just bought a dog sled. I mean, they can't defend themselves. I'm going to take it over. Like it's you're just kind of watching. It is. I think everybody believes that the world is going to kind of eat itself within their lifetime, but somehow there is, people do like to watch car crashes or something, or destruction or something. It's just watching him. There is a very dark entertainment value.
I think
and
it's
also to
great
see
for media.
But also, like I was brought up with politicians, and they're talking, and it's all very, and then Trump just totally. Well, he's a disruptor, isn't he? The way he talks,
disrupt all of our brains and scare the living daylights out of us where possible.
But you were saying you were watching him today.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I had Sky News on.
But anyway, so depending on the amount of money or budget, that's how much you charge. Yeah, which is good, right? Which is fair.
Well, the nice thing about it is that my fees are fixed and staggered based on budgets. So all of my clients know exactly what they're getting into. There's no surprises at the end game.
So with me, you'd probably get about €20.
And for that, you'd get. I don't even think I'd.
Yeah, you just get
a phone call. Get out. Get out.
Get out. €20.
Get out.
You just get the door.
No. Anyway. Well. What about property crashes? Will the price of houses? Why are you putting that face on?
You're doing a Trump on it now.
Am
property
I?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you mean by
property
that?
crashes.
I don't even know what I just said. What did I say?
You know, property crashes.
Well,
you got that far.
Well, no. What I'm saying is there was a housing crash. What was it? 2008 was it?
Oh, there actually wasn't a housing crash in 2008. It was a banking crisis.
Okay.
That brought down the housing market together with everything else.
Didn't the housing market collapse because of the subprime mortgages?
Not here.
Oh yeah, but we're so connected to Fannie Mac and Fannie Mae.
Do you remember that Fannie Mae and Dickie Mac and whoever the hell it was? Wasn't that right?
Yeah.
Yes, it tumbled the market, and there was many years of austerity thereafter for all of us, and we all felt it. But it was actually a banking crisis. We are now fully recovered from that and beyond those levels yet again since 2008. And the prediction for this year already is 5% nationally.
5% what? Up or down?
Up.
The houses are going to be 5%?
Another 5% nationally.
So go on. Are people waiting to buy houses in the hope that houses will drop again or something?
I get asked that question every single day of the week, and here's the thing.
Doesn't matter. Sorry.
In my view, it kind of doesn't, because here's the thing: if we all knew how to get in at the bottom and get out at the top, we'd all be millionaires. We'd all be laughing, right? So that's not going to happen, and every market is cyclical. Will there be another recession? Yeah, of course there will. Of course there will. I've been through two. I've lost two businesses along the way and had to start again, and almost lost a property and clung on to that for the last 12 to 15 years, and I'm now crawled out of negative equity in the last couple of years, right? The thing about it is, which kind of brings me around to people in rental accommodation and who have been in the rental market for a very, very long time. You are paying, effectively, your landlord's mortgage. That's what you're doing. You're chipping away at that asset for your landlord. And
I hope he appreciates that.
Instead of paying your own, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you draw down a mortgage or a loan over the... And by the way, they'll lend till 80 now, David. There's the good news.
What they'll lend what till 80?
You can draw down a mortgage, yeah. Till you're
what?
Yeah. 75, 80 is normal now, because we're all going to be working for a very long time.
Welcome, David, now to Bank of Ireland. This is called "We Hope You Don't Drop Dead Any Moment" mortgage, which means we give you fuck all.
It doesn't matter if you drop dead. You drop dead,
they take over their
lovely
house.
Jack and Daniel over there will get a fabulous benefit of a lovely asset. So
no, sorry. The point
you're
is,
jumping around the place now.
I am jumping around the place because I don't know where the fuck I am. So I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not my area of expertise. Thank you. But what I'm saying is, well, it's an obvious question, obvious answer. Are houses overvalued at the moment? But it doesn't matter, does it? Because you need a place to live. So
the market will decide what the value of the property is. And
by the amount of people who want to live there.
And you are the market.
Yeah,
if you're in the market, you're the market. And the market will decide.
Yeah.
Right? So I can go out and value the house next door, and I can tell you, based on other comparable sales in this particular area that we're sitting in, what the price is per square foot. What this house might be worth. I saw 2 for sale signs actually when I was coming in, right? So estate agents will launch based on the comparable sale, the sale that happened previously. That's how they launch property, right? And they call it the asking price. I don't call it the asking price. I call it the launch price because it's not the asking price at all, right?
Yeah.
And then the market will decide, okay, how much further am I prepared to go to put a roof over my head and own my home?
Yeah.
Liz.
Why do you say it in a dramatic way? Own my home, and then look at me like that. What does that? Because that's what everybody wants.
Yes.
No, what, Hannah? I'm asking Liz.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It makes me look like you're in an abusive relationship. Look like this. Look.
Yes.
Don't push it, Hannah.
So, look, the thing about it is, if you're chipping away at a mortgage, you've got a life assurance policy, you've got mortgage protection, you've got all of that, right? So you're protecting the family. For a lot of people, it's about protecting the family, right? If you can draw down that mortgage and you own your own home. Nobody's going to come in and take the gas hob away and put the electric hob in. That's not going to happen. That
Liz,
will be
I
your
have
choice.
to say, Liz, we all need a Liz O'Kane in our life. Do you know what I mean? It's like somebody.
Definitely.
We do, though. You know, like it's like, well, in a way, it is. It's amazing that, like you say, there aren't that many buyers agents around.
No, there isn't. There's a handful of us.
Because when you think about it, you have a fucking personal trainer to do, you know what I mean?
There's loads of them around.
Yeah, loads of them around, and it makes sense because people are not self-motivated and they need somebody looming over them to get them. So you would think there would be way more buyers agents around. The most significant purchase any human being will ever make in their life, and it would be great to have somebody who has expertise who would help you, assist you in navigating it, wouldn't it, Hannah?
I think so, yeah.
Because
it's the biggest purchase in your life. You know
what's the difference between a buyer's agent and an estate agent?
So I am an estate agent.
Okay.
But I choose to act as a buyer's agent. So I am a licensed realtor, as they would say in the States, but I choose to exclusively represent the purchaser only. I could also sell property. My license allows me to stick for sale signs in the ground. But I don't want to do that. I want to be the master of my craft and really focus on that and be independent. Be independent of selling property. I'm not interested in doing that. In the US, buyer's agent, everybody has a buyer's agent. Interesting. Everybody. Yeah. You always more or less do a negotiation through a buyer's agent, right? Yeah. If a sales agent, if a buyer's agent approaches a sales agent in the US, how that business works is as follows. The sales agent splits the commission with the buyer's agent. Okay. So the seller is paying everybody. Okay. I was the first buyer's agent in the country. I'm pretty proud to say that. Yeah. Didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I did it, and here we all are. But the purchaser pays me, and the seller pays the sales agent. So there's zero conflict of interest. Okay. Yeah. There's no conflict of interest. I'm not saying, here, I think I've got a client, and over the line, and we'll split the commission. Like, I would imagine, like, there's a lot of potential for people overcharging this and overcharging this. You know what I mean? I mean, even when people come into your house and fix stuff, because it's not, you don't understand what is happening, so they tell you need something when you don't really need something, or you know what I mean? There's a lot of, like, I'm just saying, with property, there's so many things, plates costs, spinning, to get a property up and running or to build a new house. And
I don't even know what question I'm asking. I guess maybe try this. What are the big hurdles when it comes to buying a fucking house that you protect people from?
That I protect people from. So in my experience, lots of my clients, now not the overseas clients, because they tend to know exactly what they're doing. They're coming from different, more efficient jurisdictions, but particularly Irish clients who would come to me. They failed in the bidding process. They don't really know how to bid strategically, and they do not want to deal with sales agents. So it's a bit like back to Hannah.
Interesting, Bill. Yeah,
it's a bit like back to Hannah. She's kind of going, I don't trust those guys, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't want to deal with them because they've had a bad experience. And the bad experience is probably being in a bidding situation or a negotiating situation, and they haven't been successful. And if that has happened 2 or 3 times, you get very tired and very upset. And what the hell are we doing wrong? And what do we do next? And that's when potentially they come to me.
I've had a few mates who, they're buying houses, and there's all these maps and charts and paperwork and this and that. It's insane, isn't it? All the little things that need to get stamped and like you.
That's the solicitor. You're talking about solicitors there now.
Well,
things that need to get stamped.
Things that need to get stamped, and you could say, well, it's going to do. Everything takes fucking 5 weeks, or you could. And what they describe could be done surely within, you have to, and then maybe the previous owners is 5 people, so they all have to fucking agree, and it's all this and that, and
Well, you're talking specifically there, from what I can gather about it. Stop biting your nails.
I'm getting stressed.
Vaping and biting nails.
I'm stressing out.
He's stressed out of his box already, even thinking about this.
I don't have a box.
Stop.
you go on.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You're
Stop
saying,
it.
You're talking.
Stop it, mommy. Mommy.
You're talking about. You're jumping around the place here now, David. Listen to me. We need to focus, right?
Stop being a jack.
You're talking about the beneficiaries at the end of a sale and all the siblings and everybody's fighting and we have to sell mum and dad's house and blah and blah and blah.
Yeah.
That is a probate sale. That is a completely different sale.
Do you know what a probate sale is, Hannah?
Well, I don't. I'd
say Hannah has a pretty good idea.
Probate. Oh, God.
She's the calmest female.
But it's great. What? Probate. Okay, that's a probate sale. Okay, what's a probate sale?
What's a probate sale? So a probate sale is when the vendor of the property has passed away and the siblings or beneficiaries are now selling the house.
Gotcha.
And probate needs to be granted by the state, i.e., all of the person who's passed on's taxes, etc., need to be all sorted out by a solicitor. And when all of that is completed, which, by the way, can take up to about 15 months.
Fucking hell. Okay, Liz.
I told you we were inefficient.
15 months, Liz.
Yeah. It's getting a bit quicker.
Look, this is a probate sale. Look.
What are you doing?
Look, probate sale, look.
Yeah.
See, I'm going as slow as possible. No, okay, we're going to do the probate sale. On your marks, get set, go. Can you not go any faster? I'm trying to be funny.
I know.
What?
Well done, David. Well done. That was fabulously funny.
Shut. Okay, what other types of sales are there? There's a probate sale. Is there a flash sale, or is there a happy sale, or is there what other types?
Straightforward. We used to have what was called an auction season back in 2008 before we all went belly. That auction season has more or less disappeared now, and now we have what are called private treaty sales.
And is that where you come into your own?
Yeah, I'm a hustler. I'm hustling for my client.
Well, that's
really what I'm doing. I'm going around hustling. I'm having conversations with people. As an example, let me give you an example. I have a client sitting in the Bahamas at the moment looking for a property in Dublin, and I made 3 phone calls yesterday. And I found out about 4 off-market properties that might work out for this guy.
Off-market properties for
properties that will not come to the market. There will be no board up outside. It will not be online. So they're the type of phone calls that I would get.
How the fuck would you even find out about an off-market property?
I ring me relationships in the phone. I ring them.
Do you mean but who? Yeah. How do they know about them? I mean, do they go house to house? Do you want to sell your property?
Not necessarily. So those sellers, now. Not all the time, but generally speaking, pretty high-end homes, right? Yeah. Those sellers want to be discreet. They want to be under the radar. They don't. They're not interested in letting the general public know what they sold their home for.
Oh,
so they will call their local sales agents or those who they're referred to and say, come and value my house, and then give them instruction to sell it off market. Then those agents will go, oh, how the hell am I going to do that then? And they ring me.
And they say,
you
I
got
know
anybody?
Liz. And
I know
she's
Liz.
representing...
And she might be representing so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Ring her.
So there's an off-market market, as
Oh,
it were.
totally, yeah.
Like
very
with
much.
But
very much.
how is it? So it's an under-the-radar market, huh?
No, it's just a market which is not
Now, it's not for
public.
3-bed semi-detached homes and housing estates.
Yeah.
I'll-
Is
I'll
it?
be-
Where's what's the most expensive road in Ireland? Is it Aylesbury Road? Is it Shrewsbury Road? You know, around Donnybrook, where all the
the Embassy Belt.
yeah
Embassy Belt. The Embassy Belt.
Okay.
And there's a couple of very nice roads around Blackrock and
Yeah.
South County Dublin.
So, so you have this client in the Bahamas, did you say? And so you came up with 4 options. Oh yeah, you were going to explain. Yeah.
But I know of this person,
Yeah.
and this person's trajectory has changed a little bit. So we had a conversation about that, and I made a couple of phone calls. And sometimes, by the way, it doesn't always go my way. Sometimes you just got to be pulling your core muscles and be very, very patient and wait for the right property to come along. But a couple of phone calls yesterday gleaned 4 properties off market that I definitely didn't know about at this time yesterday.
Okay. Which is potentially good for your.
Well, that makes me look super smart.
Okay.
That
gotcha.
makes me look like a bloody genius.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving my client information that he would never have found.
Yeah.
So, but like, honestly, I'm doing this. What age is my child? My second child. She's nearly 24. So I'm doing this the guts of 24 years.
Yeah, so you've
if
got
I don't,
connections.
yeah,
You've got,
totally.
you know people.
Daniel, how long have we been broadcasting?
51 minutes.
Wow,
Really?
it's gone by. Can I just, so in terms of myself, like what would...
Let's talk about you.
Let's talk about me. Let's say if you were going to be my buyer's agent, what, and I wanted to get, where would I want to buy a house, Hannah?
Well, not far away from the city. Let's say Harold's Cross, maybe.
Okay, Harold's
Oh my
Cross.
God! I can't believe you just went.
No, I don't know
No,
what. I
like,
don't even know what I'm
it's-
saying.
It's not like you wouldn't get.
I'd like to get.
isn't
I
it?
like these houses around here, though, Hannah.
Yeah,
This is a
well,
great
like-
little area. David, can I ask you
Yeah.
a couple of questions, and
Yeah.
then Daniel can edit it all out.
So in other words, you can ask me, because by talking about me and my, it might relate to a lot of other people listening. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it absolutely would. Okay. You're in the rental market how long? How long are you living in this lovely bijou artisan cottage
been here
in Portobello?
I've been
Number.
Even in not
14
more.
years, 13 years, 14 years, yeah.
And would you give me a clue? Would you give me a clue with the rent?
I pay 1,600 and something now, 1,600. But I have been paying 1,589 for the back. It keeps on going up, but I'm paying about 1,600 now, yeah.
Okay, let's
For rent.
So
we'll cap you at 1,500 quid a month.
Well, 16.
No, but we'll just cap
Oh,
you
yeah.
for this little exercise. If I could find the fucking
for easy
calculator now, we'd be
calc.
laughing. Where's the calculator gone? La la la. Speak among yourselves there for a minute. Oh, here we go.
We're not afraid of silence on this podcast. We're not afraid of silence, Daniel. Everybody else
So,
is.
David, would it surprise you to know
Into
that,
the mic, love.
Oh yeah. Would it surprise you to know that in the last 15 years you've spent about €225,000 in rent? Now I know you haven't sat down and
It would make sense, I guess, wouldn't it? If that's how much I've been paying a month,
yeah.
more or less.
And if this property here that we're sitting in right
Yeah.
now, let's just say it's worth £500,000.
Yes.
It's paid for. You're
Yeah.
paying for it.
Yeah. That's how.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And you don't look very happy. Is that a bit of a shell shock?
No, but I guess I know that that's what happens when you pay rent to a landlord, isn't it? What should I be up dancing? I'm delighted I've paid
suppose-
somebody's mortgage off, but that's
No, but I mean, I suppose it's a little bit of a reality check,
Yeah.
right?
No, but
Because
yeah.
as we're all getting a little bit older and a little bit wiser, and we're in our prime and making a few extra bob,
Mm-hmm.
than maybe you were making 15 years ago, as an example, when you moved in here first and you might have been struggling.
Yes.
Right? And now you're on top of your game and you're fit and you're on top of your game, aren't you?
No, I'm not on top of. I'm on.
Are you on your game?
I'm on me game.
So
I'm just sort of
going on the.
I'm kind of petting my game, but I would like to straddle my game and be on top of it.
Oh my God, we're going to end up like we started here.
No,
what are you saying?
Because you're saying I'm on top of my game, and I'm just thinking my game. Well, my
wanna
game
go
is
high.
there.
Okay,
How low game?
I'll put it in simpler language.
Yeah.
You're doing all right, mate, right?
I'm doing all right, mate.
You're doing all right, mate.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right. If you had come to me for, and we're saying, okay, right, I've banked X, I've got X in here. How do I go about finding a financial lender, and how much would I be able to draw down over the next 15 years?
Draw down. So say I have 250,000 in the bank saved up.
That's healthy.
Right.
You're in a very healthy position if you've got
Okay.
250k in the bank. But
Right.
that 250k is sitting there doing sweet FA.
It's wanking.
It's doing nothing.
It's having an
It's
old
doing
wank.
nada. No, it's not even having that joy. It's not even having that joy.
It's losing.
What? He's changing the subject here.
I'm
You're
not. No,
getting me-
because
you're getting uncomfortable. Wanking
I'm
money.
not. No, I'm not. Wank. It just rhymes with bank. Okay, look, 250k. It's just sitting there. My 250k is sitting there going, "How are you?"
How are you? How are you?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be really. I'm
No,
gonna,
but just
I'm going to
that's
go
what-
deep now. Have you got a pension?
Go for it
Have you a
deep.
pension plan?
Do I?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. I
So
don't know. Yeah.
still not too late, and you're self-employed.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not really using all of your tax benefits as a self-employed person.
Am I not, Hannah?
No.
No.
You said you had a master's in business when I met you.
We're not accounting.
34 years ago.
Yeah. Sorry. So
Yeah. All right. So the thing about it is, you need to speak to a mortgage broker. We need to discuss that €250,000 that's sitting there. What you can potentially draw down on a mortgage for the next 15 years.
What could I draw down?
I've no idea because I don't know what your earnings are.
So
right?
can I say what my earnings are, Hannah? Say they're 150,000 a year. Around that,
but
isn't it?
I think you have to, present it to the bank and.
No, but
you
I'm
know,
just
give-
saying, is it okay for me to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
this on the
yeah,
podcast?
yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't care because I'm paying. What am I got to hide? So it's around 150, let's say.
So you're taking into your business €150,000 a year,
Yeah.
circa,
Yeah.
there or thereabouts. Okay, as a self-employed person, at a minimum, you can draw down 3 times that. All right, it's 4 times actually for the average person who's employed, but you're self-employed, so you need to be assessed and slightly more forensically looked after. Right, but you're in good shape. So we've got 250 plus we've got 150 per annum, there or thereabouts. You should be able to draw down a mortgage of, let's just say, €300,000, right, over the next 15 years. Take your 250, lob that onto the top of it. You've shown your savings, you've shown your earning capacity, and suddenly we have €550,000 to spend on a gaff. That's your gaff.
Should I do that, Hannah? I should. Mm-hmm. Why?
But you want to have your own home.
Yeah, and then what?
You just live in your own home. You build a big gym.
But what about I need to pay this guy's mortgage? What's he going to do? No, I'm just being silly. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Should I? Yeah, God, it's so grown up thing to do, isn't it? Buying your own house. You feel
How
like a
old
fuck.
are you?
Oh, no, 60. But I'd ride you like. Stop saying things like that. It's ridiculous.
Stop it.
I know.
You're
No, go on.
ridiculous.
No, but yeah, it'd be funny, wouldn't it, to have your own house? Yeah.
To have your own home, a home.
Yeah, but, and it'd be good, and it'd be a legacy for Daniel.
And to give your children a little bit of inheritance when you decide to pop your clogs, which won't be anytime soon.
Yeah, Daniel will be going, die. No, it's horrible. Okay, what else, Anna? Do you want to ask? Like
I've been doing all the bloody talking.
I know. I
telling
just
him
feel.
to shut
But
up.
I feel-
that's what people want to know, because I think a lot of people feel.
Do you own your own home?
No.
Okay, we'll have to talk to you again.
But I just would like to know what, like new home buyers, they not aware what is the most difficult thing to do, or what they not see when they go and look for property, or what they should look for. obviously they want to look and it's nice, you know, in good shape, this and that. But what usually they omit in their estimation?
Most, particularly first-time buyers, like there's a very broad range of people who with different needs and wants and desires and aspirations and all of that, right? Not everybody wants the brand spanking new 3-bed, A-rated 3-bed semi, even though they're a no-brainer. And most first-time buyers probably would want a new home for all of those reasons, because it keeps their energy bills down, etc., right? But there are also others out there who want the doer-upper, who have the appetite to refurb or reconfigure a house in a preferred area. But the thing about it is, most of the time, those who have put themselves in a position to have their 20% deposit, right, which you have, to have
I have more than a 20% deposit.
Yeah, way more. Yeah. So you have an opportunity. You still have an opportunity.
But they will give you a mortgage even though I'm so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worth exploring. 100% worth exploring. And we need to sort out your pension and your wealth management as well. Look at, oh God, he can't cope. He's not able to cope.
No. But I mean, Hannah.
What?
But anyway, no, it is funny. Some people, look, they just have a grown-up approach. Is that the right way? They're not, freaked out by life admin. They can just see the fucking road clearly. These are the steps I need to take. Come on, let's do it. And then, you'll start. And maybe I can pay my mortgage off way sooner than 15 years. And so you have...
But that is very likely.
And you have an asset. And, number one, you're not fucking paying off somebody else's mortgage. It's all your own wealth.
216,000.
Right. And number two, Johnny Make-Believe can't walk in. No, I'm changing it from a gas cooker to a fucking this cooker. And this is my place. This is my body. This is my dream factory. This is my this is my mind palace, Hannah.
Does it ever dawn on you?
And people come in and they just, like I felt violated, Hannah.
I can imagine, but this is not your body. You're living in somebody else's body.
Am I? I'm living in... Oh, that's gross. Hannah.
You're living in somebody else's body. She's referring to the bricks and mortar.
Yeah, we know that, Liz.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
God almighty, yeah.
God almighty.
I really am like a school teacher.
No, but it's great. Yeah. So it's so outside of my understanding. I mean, like for so many years,
Come here to me.
Yeah.
Will you let me help you?
Yeah. Yes, Liz.
Will you?
Of course I would. No. I think you're great. I think, but
will you let me help you?
It's funny. Do you know what it is?
The first step.
It's funny because it's almost like I always thought of, like, for instance, even the gym, and you just stay on the back of your head for years and years and years, and then finally the penny drops and you start doing it and you start getting into it. And it's but
we're
then
in the gym.
We're in the
bloody gym.
We're in the gym and the podcast studio.
Oh my
but
God.
It's the same with purchasing a fucking house. It was so outside of the possibility for me to do for so long, and I don't know. As well, I was very resistant to it. It just felt like it felt like fuck, buying a house. Who the fuck wants to do that? It's so boring, because I like that free range lifestyle.
Would you go on the telly?
What?
Would you go on the telly?
Go on what telly?
My telly program.
Oh yeah.
Help Me Buy a Home.
Oh God, yeah, no, yeah. We'll combine Help Me Buy a Home with dancing. What is it? Dancing with the Stars.
Were you asked to do that?
No, I fucking wasn't.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I would. No, I'm not into that.
But would you do it if they ask you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I don't like it. It's
what do you not like?
Because it's like you've given up hope. You have no integrity. I mean, the kind of people that I look
Sorry about that.
The kind of people that I look up to would not be doing Dancing with the fucking Stars.
I'm
They're kind
sorry, you know how
influence.
Deirdre Kane did Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, she did, yeah.
Yeah, but Deirdre's...
And she won.
I love Deirdre.
Didn't she win?
No, she was in the final.
I love
she was
won.
the second. Was she the second? I think she was.
No,
yeah, but
they didn't really announce a second. It was
but
just
Deirdre
the winner is.
Deirdre has the ability to do that stuff with tongue in cheek. She's very, very funny. But she's the kind of person in school that wouldn't get into trouble. I would. Deirdre knows how to navigate all this situation. But anyway, talk to us about the show that you're doing.
Yes.
So, what is it?
It's called Help Me Buy a Home. It's on Virgin Media. Season 3, we are just about to start filming, all going well.
Yeah.
And it was funny. The first time.
What happened there, Daniel?
He just
Oh, sorry.
The first time I was approached to say, look, would you be interested in presenting this show called Help Me Buy a Home in the midst of a housing crisis? I said, oh, Jesus. And I met the director, who's a very cool guy called Pete Callan, who I'm very, very fond of. And he said, I don't know why we're making this programme. Sure, Jesus, like, there's a housing crisis. Who the hell's going to, how the hell are we going to buy houses in this programme? And when he said, I don't know why the hell we're making this, I said, you watch this, mate.
Yeah.
I'll show you. So we've 2 participants every week. It's a 6-week run, 2 stories per ep. And last year we had, I think it was 11 sale agreeds out of 12.
Wow.
And it was 10 the year before. And off we go again now
Great.
for season 3.
Yeah.
And it's actually about everything that we're talking about here today. Like the baby steps, the navigating. How do you fucking go and see a mortgage broker? And I can't do that. I'm too old.
Yeah.
Or I want to downsize.
Right.
And every phase of life is addressed from the point of view of first-time buyers to people who are downsizing to people with generational family needs or kids with special needs. All of that type of thing is addressed. And off we go on tearing around the island again.
We'll talk about it after the podcast.
You go on the telly, will you?
I don't know. I was going to say you have to come with me. Oh no, you can't.
And that's why we're not. Let's buy the house that we never bought together.
yeah. I think you have to buy your own house.
Yes.
I think that's
yes.
But
I'd like to live around here. I think can I not? Would it be good to get a doer upper so you could buy it for less and then do it up yourself?
Sure. Yeah. You've got the coffers. Yeah.
Yeah. Liz, I think you're so sweet. I know you don't like to be described as sweet because you don't see yourself as sweet.
I wouldn't.
You're a hard-nosed, sassy lady.
I wouldn't call me sweet.
Well, I do
have my sweet.
I think you're great,
Thank
and thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You're so funny, Hannah.
thank you.
Say something,
Hannah.
Oh, that's like my father. He's
Because you are turning into your father.
He stays in the bed. Annette.
Say something.
And then, Mom, why aren't you playing the piano? Well, I'm afraid your father might... Jesus Christ. Daniel, anything else?
All good.
Okay. Is that it?
Are we done, guys?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Liz.
Thanks a million.
Thank you. I could talk to you for ages. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. That was fun.